Hello and welcome to OMN's Weekly News. With today's news, I am Aisha Ali. According to the UN News Centre, the Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO, has called for immediate interventions in the Horn of Africa to prevent widespread drought conditions. There is an estimated 12 million people in Somalia, Ethiopia and Kenya in need of food assistance. The FAO estimates countries who are members of the Intergovernmental Authority on Development such as Djibouti, Eritrea, Ethiopia, Kenya, Somalia, South Sudan, Sudan and Uganda are in dire need of humanitarian assistance. In West Oromia, East Wallagga, Ethiopian soldiers are harassing innocent citizens. In the city of Nakamte, students had retaliated brutal harassment from soldiers and attacked Golden Bus transportation. 4 students from the preparatory school were arrested. In the Arjo Guddatu district, increased violation of human rights towards multiple youth by the Ethiopian government has caused the death of a brave young man, Zarihun Jirenya. The Liyu police, a branch of the Ethiopian government, have continued the cross-border war against Oromo civilians. In eastern Oromia, East Hararghe in Aksan district, the Liyu police have claimed certain areas. Many civilians have informed OMN that the Ethiopian government is the sole instigator of this inter-ethnic cross-border conflict. Many deaths have been reported in parts of Oromia such as Hararghe, Baale, Guji and Borana due to the Liyu police killing innocent Oromo civilians. The irony is that Oromia State President Lamma Magarsa and Somali State President Abdi Ile had visited this district last week. According to eyewitness reports, these 2 men visited the hotspots of where the cross-border raid was occurring with the guise of finding solutions to this issue. However, residents informed OMN that neither of the men had conducted public meetings to find an immediate solution to the bloodshed caused by the Ethiopian government and the Liyu police. The Somali Region Justice and Democracy Movement has released a statement strongly condemning the Tigray People's Liberation Front, TPLF, incitement of the inter-ethnic conflict. They further explain the TPLF are using its puppets in the Somali regional state to conduct this war in neighbouring Oromia. They also denounced these despicable acts and has called upon the Oromo and Somali people to unite as brethren and eradicate the TPLF system. The Ethiopian government is attempting to instigate cross-border conflicts between Oromos and the Afar ethnic group. In northern Oromia, Wallo, Bate district, the area of Burqa has been targeted by the Ethiopian government to give to the Afar ethnic group. The Ethiopian government and Liyu police cross-border raids is trying to be reciprocated in northern Oromia and Afar. A local from Bate district informed OMN that the Ethiopian government has for a long time tried to incite conflict between the Oromo and other ethnic groups, however has not been successful. They also plan to relocate many other Oromia districts for the Afar. This local also explains that if this is to occur, retaliation and self-defense by the people will re-emerge. Anti-parasite medication, mebendazole, given to students in East Oromia, East Hararghe, Hombolcha district, has had adverse effects on several students. In the city of Malkarafu, 12 students have been sent to receive further treatment at a hospital in Harar city. The clinics and school districts who provided this medication has denied these adverse effects. It is also to be remembered that recently, similar adverse effects from this medication have occurred in many regions across Oromia. The Ethiopian militants opened fire on a vehicle traveling in South Oromia from Moyale city to Bule Hora city. Eyewitness reports informed OMN 3 Oromo civilians died and 2 were seriously injured. Many youth were kidnapped in central Oromia, East Shawa, Liban Chukalla district. These youth were kidnapped over 2 weeks ago and their whereabouts are still not known. Locals informed OMN that family members are worried about their missing family. They further elaborated that since the commencement of Oromo protests, gross human rights violations have intensified throughout Oromia. Young Oromo people between the ages of 15 to 20 years are being recruited by the Ethiopian government to receive military training in Southeast Oromia, Arsi, Hetosa, Tiyo and many districts. Many youth are refusing to enlist, and Ethiopian militants are forcing youth to participate in the military training. These forced practices are not unusual by the Ethiopian government, as similar enforcements have occurred in parts of Oromia. 380 Oromo refugees have been deported from Somaliland. An Oromo refugee OMN spoke to informed us that Oromo refugees have fled their homeland due to political persecution and are now being deported back to where they fled from. These intermittent deportations of Oromo refugees has strengthened the relations between the Ethiopian government and the Somaliland government. This Oromo refugee also informed OMN that the deported refugees will face arrests, imprisonments, torture, and death. That's all the news we have for this program. Thank you for watching, take care, and see you next time.